Hello and welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we're finally going to be moving these baby seedling strawberry plants to their main home. And there's a lot of stuff we've learned throughout the last week as these have been getting ready. So throughout today's video, I'm going to be talking about exactly what we're going to be doing different this time, exactly how we're going to be planting these in their main home, what we're going to be planting them in, and how we're planning to water them different. We're also going to be covering a few other things we've changed over the course of the last few weeks. But before we do go to start today's video, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you not miss our video, and please like this video. Let's go and start today's video. Now, over the last few weeks, we've been working really hard on our testing section. And with the opportunity of working in this section, we've been able to try a lot of ways of what we think we did wrong to be able to prevent those problems. And as you can see here, this strawberry plant is doing very, very well. And the question we've all been wondering is, what are we going to be doing different this time? Now, as you can see here, these were the ones we were planning to keep, but off of testing, we've accidentally killed some of the plants. Now, let me tell you why we did this. Number one, watering is the number one thing when it comes down to growing the strawberries. If you water too much, if you water too little, you're going to form many problems. So at the end of the day, we've been really experimenting, trying to figure out exactly what we did wrong in the beginning. And three things we're doing very different this time to be able to prevent the same problem is our grow lights. Now at the end of the day, you want to get the perfect balance of full spectrum light. But at the end of the day, what we did wrong is we added way too much red light, which in some cases accidentally killed off the plant because there's too much light rays hitting the actual plant itself. Number two, watering. Now, we watered with way too much nutrients, which as you can see here, once we water with too much nutrients, you can see they start to turn brown at the very tips. And as you can see, the entire leaves are now brown, which is not what we want. So we're gonna be changing a lot of our scheduling. And another thing we're doing is, a problem we did before was we scheduled our watering sessions. You should not do that. You should never schedule your watering. And what you're gonna wanna do is feel the soil and tell if it feels too dry or if it feels too wet. If it feels too wet, don't water it or barely water it. If it feels too dry, water a little bit more than other ones. And if it feels just that perfect, like moist soil consistency, I'd recommend maybe watering it a tiny bit, but keeping it at that constant area. Another thing we're also gonna be doing in that watering section is we're gonna be watering 3 times a week. 2 of those is just going to be plain water, while the third one is going to have nutrients in it. So that means we're going to be watering with nutrient-filled water once a week instead of watering 4 times a week with the nutrients. Big difference. And above all, and this is a very big one we've noticed, is planting too many plants in each pot. At the end of the day, strawberries put off a lot of roots, and what we did here is we did 3. 3 is really pushing the boundaries, and really what we're going to be doing this time is instead of planting 3, we're going to be planting just 2, which will hopefully really help the roots have a lot more room to be able to grow, and instead of competing, they'll be able to really flourish and get a lot bigger than how they are right now. Now, the plus about just doing 2 per plant is the fact that we're going to have a few extra strawberry plants, which is good because in most cases when we transplant strawberries, we usually have a few die out. So that will give us the opportunity to not place another bulk order for just strawberries. And also, you can see we have 350. So this video is going to be a very long video trying to get as many of these planted today as possible. We're also hoping to finish tomorrow. So fingers crossed we can hopefully get everything done within the next 2 days. Now, what's extremely exciting is we finally finished soaking all the soil. Now, it took many days, but this gives us the opportunity to be able to reuse almost all of the soil in the new strawberry plants. What's crazy is the fact that we're going to be planting 90 pots to be able to fully fill this system up. And what's great for us is we have more than enough pots to be able to complete that task. And now that we've covered exactly what we're going to be doing different and changing this time, let's go and start the process of planting every single one of these 350 strawberry plants. It's extremely important that we do not damage those roots when we do take it out of the cup, so we're going to slowly squeeze it, and then there we go. Now we need to do this a second time. Now that the plants are ready, let's go ahead and fill up the pot with some incredible soil mix. It's going to be a mix of perlite and coconut coir. Now we're going to go ahead and loosen up and get the holes ready for the plants to be planted. Now we're going to go ahead and put the plants in, make sure to compact and do not bury the ground. It's extremely important that you do not let that rot. Now the soil is going to compact a lot in the very beginning, so I'm going to try and plant it as high as possible and kind of compact the soil as best as possible. Now, quick update, it is in fact the next day, but I will say we've got 1 pot done, which is awesome. We also took out all 10 of the plants right there, so just everything can grow at its own speed, and we're going to have a lot of extra plants because now we don't need all 350. So I'll have to figure out what to do with the extra ones because I still plan on planting them. But for the most part, let's go and start the official time lapse on getting hopefully every single one planted today. been about 3 hours of planting and we've gotten 36 pots done. That is so incredible. The bad thing about that is we are going through soil a lot faster than I originally thought we were going to go through it. All right, for now, today's been a huge accomplishment. I'm also hoping to get back in the room later tonight to officially finish this row. And if I have enough time, I'm really hoping to start on this row. But as always, this was a major day and tomorrow's going to be another major day. I'm a little bit disappointed because I was hoping to finish everything today, but the amount of progress we've done today is absolutely incredible and a huge achievement for today. So see you guys in the next time lapse, and hopefully I'll be finishing this entire row and beginning the other side. For the most part, it is 10 p.m. at night. Lots of progress. I mean, I was not expecting to get this much done. I was kind of hoping to get that top row, and I was just not expecting to get more than half of it done. So huge accomplishment there. I've also done a lot of work on the strawberries. So at the end of the day, I'm extremely happy with how they're already reaching for the light. Another thing is all of the plants are watered and all the soil is starting to compact. So that's very, very exciting too. And another really exciting thing is throughout the last 2 weeks of these being planted and growing, I've done a lot of research on the timers and how long each zone should be on. So throughout today, I've also changed all the timers in here. So these are going to be going on for about 14 to 16 hours every single day. So lots of electricity, but at the end of the day, that should make the strawberries do just that much better, which is super, super exciting. All right, and it is now the next day. Now, before we do go and start the final time lapse, let's go ahead and go around the room and double check exactly what we need to get done. Now, out of the entire row and 60 plus pots, we only have 20 left, so that shouldn't take too long to get done. Now, one of the bad things I need to figure out is I've ran out of the extra soil that I was planning to reuse, so that means I'm going 100% towards the new soil, and I don't have that much left. So it's going to be a big race against time to try and get as much soil made as possible. So in the meantime, before we do go and start finishing up planting all the strawberries, I need to water all the herbs and microgreens, and then I need to completely fill those tubs up with the rest of the soil. All right, lots of progress. I ended up doing one kind of barrel of soil. So it's not as much as I thought it would be, so I guess I'm probably going to have to do a second. And I haven't even started on the main soil. But at the same time, the watering system's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and finish all of that up, get all the soil done, and then we'll go straight into the time lapse. For the most part, there's been a lot of progress. Now, checking this side, there's not many left. I mean, we got maybe 2 rows and a half full of strawberries, so I'm definitely quite a lot, but for the most part, the rows are almost done. We just have to get 3 more pots in here. For the most part, this is the rest of the soil I have. So my plan is I'm going to use up as much of this as possible. I'm going to fill up those 3 right there, and whatever I still have left will go on the testing shelves in here to work with as much as possible. And just a quick update on this and how it's doing. Lots of progress. Everything was watered, looking absolutely incredible. A lot of the flowers were pollinated today, so hopefully lots of progress there. And we just harvested about 3 strawberries from that, so that's absolutely awesome. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and start the time lapse once again in just a second, and hopefully we can really just finish up everything else, and then that'll be the end of the video. Huge progress. We are officially completely done with planting every single one of the strawberries. The table definitely needs a good vacuuming, but check out the other room. In the meantime, also while filming the series, we got a really great dolly, so that's a huge upgrade for the cart, so that will really help to move stuff around. And most importantly, a lot more of the zone is really starting to work. Check out all those different colors of lights. There's over 6, and we're really hoping to add a lot more over time. It's also the fun cleanup job of finally cleaning up the floor after bringing and moving around all that soil. But for the most part, the carpet's starting to look a lot more clean thanks to the robot vacuum. Only downside is we have a little bit more strawberries in the end, so I'm gonna have to figure out some ways to be able to test and work with these still. After 3.5 weeks of nonstop work, losing 350 plants wasn't easy, but sometimes starting over is the only way to grow better. This is the new batch, and it is absolutely incredible. This new batch has so many upgrades, from 2 plants per pot instead of the 3, to better grow lights and more water knowledge. Now that we've been able to learn and fix our mistakes, we're heading into the future looking better than ever. So sadly, this is going to be the end of the video, but before we do, please subscribe, hit a notification on all so you not miss every video, and please like this video. Now, it is absolutely insane. 3 weeks ago, the plants were dying. 2 weeks ago, there was absolutely nothing in this zone, and now there's so many thriving strawberry plants. Now, even though we lost 350 strawberry plants, this doesn't mean we're done. We now have 350 strawberry plants that are absolutely thriving and flourishing now in the room, which pushes us better into the future. Now we reset, we rebuilt, and that means it sets us up better to grow for the future. So thank you so much for watching this series, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But before we do in this video, you can subscribe up here, you can click a video YouTube strongly recommends for you guys, and above all, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time.